Hello, I'm Brian Wold of Brian Wold Consulting, and this is a quick demonstration of how to edit content in WordPress. What we're looking at now is a test account that I have set up, a test WordPress installation. It's got a lot of sample things that I've thrown into it, so your WordPress may look slightly different or have different features available to it. But the basics are more or less the same. We have logged into the admin area of WordPress, and this is the dashboard, which is where everything happens. You will notice that most of the navigation that you want to do is along the sides. You might edit posts, such as news or blog entries. You might add media, video or photographs. And you might edit pages, which is where we're going to go for right now. So let's click on either pages, or in the right now area, click on pages. Again, this is a test account, so I have a lot of pages available, but I've set up one called BW Test for us to mess around with. And this is the standard WordPress editor, which is similar to what you will see on your site. In many cases with the sites I work with, I add buttons or other functions to this toolbar that runs across the top, and so there may be a third column or there may be additional buttons. If you want to know what any of these buttons are, just hover over it for a second and you'll get a little tooltip that tells you what it does. In the lower portion, this is the content of your page. It's called a WYSIWYG editor. What you see is what you get. It's not really true. It's sort of what you see is sort of what you get. The text here is just Latin text that I have dumped in called lorem ipsum. Allows us to play around with the text. But when you click in this space, you can then type on your keyboard to insert spaces, to set formatting, move content around, create a headline, set that headline to be heading 2, which makes it bigger and bolder. Depending on the style, it may be in a color, it may be in a particular font. All that stuff is easy editing to do if you've done this before. Things that you might not know. When you insert, when you press enter or return, you'll note that there's a little extra space that is between paragraphs. This is standard in HTML. If you don't want that space, the thing to do is on your keyboard, Shift Enter. Shift plus the Enter key will give you what is called a carriage return. It doesn't start a new paragraph, but it will allow you to insert a little bit of space, to put in a line break, basically. There's another one, here's another one. All of those are part of the same paragraph, but we've just forced a line break. I do not recommend putting line breaks in randomly. HTML text is designed to flow, but every once in a while you'll find a need for that. If you want to look at the HTML source of a page for some reason, because you want to see what's going on, just click the text tab and you will note that you can see the HTML formatting. H2 for header 2, UL for unordered list, LI for list item, etc. This kind of formatting is included here. You'll note that the toolbar changes across the top, but you still have some formatting, so I can still add bold, and it inserts the bold or strong tag. If I switch back to visual, note that my formatting is saved. Okay, at any time if you want to preview the changes for that page, just go over here to the publish bar and click preview changes. It will load up a new window and show you a temporary version of your page. As you get familiar with editing, you may want to use this quite a bit to see what the page is going to look like when it's really inside the style and template for the site. There's my page, the header of the headline of the page. I'll show you that in a second. Here's my headline that I just put in place. The text with the bullets and the formatting is all here. Notice that it is wrapped in the style and formatting for the page. If I close this and go back to my editor, this information has not yet been saved. I've just been using preview. If I want to actually save this page, I click Update. Now WordPress automatically auto-saves, and so if you come over to Update and this box is, this button is grayed out, just wait for 1 or 2 seconds until it finishes with the auto-save, and then you'll be able to click Update. Now this page, if it is a live page visible on my site, this page is now, those changes have been saved. WordPress remembers revisions, and so the revisions are available. You can go backwards if you need to. In many cases, I don't recommend using that unless you have to, so use the preview to make sure that what you see is what you really want before you hit save. Notice when we previewed the page that the largest text at the very top was the text up here, BW test. So if I change this text up here to headline, and then remove the headline from down here, preview changes again. Now my headline, my largest headline will be headline, and the text below it, the subhead that I had put in to the content was not there. So as you look at your page, all the stuff that comes from the theme is automatically included. The stuff that you can edit is going to be this stuff that's in the middle here. Okay, back to my page. Again, I want to save my changes. A couple other things I want to show you really quickly. You can copy and paste text from another document, and when you paste it in, the formatting will attempt to save. It'll keep bold and italics, and in some cases it'll keep formatting that you don't want. So one of the things that WordPress includes is this little eraser that says, if you hover over it, it says remove formatting. It's a handy way to clean out the text. If you are really getting ugly text, the other thing you can do is when you select your text to be pasted in from the other document, use this paste as plain text or paste from Word. I like paste as plain text. Use Control V to paste the text, and it'll basically strip all of HTML or ugly word formatting or something, and what you get is really plain text that you can then edit from there. If you would like to add images, you have options to do that right up here. Adding media is quite easy in WordPress. If you want to insert a file that you're going to upload, you can select files and pull them from your computer, or you can just drag and drop them from another folder into this space, and WordPress will automatically upload it and then create appropriate sizes, a thumbnail, a small, medium, a large, and then also saves the full size. Be aware that the maximum upload size is going to restrict how much you can upload at one time. Let's see what I have in this thing, if I have any interesting items in the media library. Looks like I don't. So let's upload something. Here from the one of my clients is a, oh, I do have some stuff. It just took a while to load. So we're uploading the file, and as soon as it uploads and it has crunched it, created the small, medium, and large versions of the thing, that will show me a thumbnail of it here. And then my options for inserting it are over on this side. So I can insert a caption. I can put in alt text, which is handy for people using screen readers, people with visual impairments, and so on. And a description is also handy for that as well. Alignment, let's go left. We will link to the media file, and we will use the thumbnail as opposed to medium, large, or full size. Insert into page, and you will see my thumbnail, which in the settings that I've put here is set to be square. The caption is down below, and it is set to left justified. If I preview these changes, you'll see it looks similar on the page, but with a little extra spacing that's included as part of the style. This, because I set it to link to the file, if I click on this thing, it will open the large version of that file. And in some cases, depending on the site, this may be set as the to use a pop-up window to show that. Okay, let me go back to close this preview window. And so we're back to our editor again. If you single click on this image that we've just inserted, you'll see there's two little buttons. One of them allows you to edit some of the features of this image, how it's put in place, what the caption is, etc. Another one lets you delete it, and so I'm going to click and delete because I want to show you that you can also create a gallery. So instead of inserting a single image, I can create a gallery which allows me to select from images that I've already uploaded or upload new ones. Let's just select all of these. Notice that they're being checked as I click on each of them. I've selected 6 images that I can set the individual title and caption. If I do create a new gallery, these are the 6 images in my gallery. I'm going to link to the media file. Let's go with 3 columns, and I want to set the order of these to be different, so I'm just going to drag them around until they're in the order that I feel happy with. Insert gallery. WordPress inserts a placeholder for that gallery. Similar to the other one, if you click on it, you get images, little buttons that let you edit or delete. But if I show you preview now, you can see that the gallery has been inserted, and because I set it to be 3 columns, it's 3 columns, and it will continue down as far as it would go. Each of those, because I clicked to link to the image file, would either open the image file as it is here, or open the pop-up if we're using the pop-up utility to do that. That's how the galleries work. I have not saved any of these changes. Now might be a good time to do that. Okay, I've gone very fast with this. There are some other features that are in this page for allowing comments, for including trackbacks or pingbacks, to set the order and the display of the page. But for editing purposes, this is primarily the space where you're going to want to insert content. Either copy and paste, or just type, or insert using, copy and then insert using the paste as plain text function. That's all for now. If you have any questions, you can always reach me at brianwold.com. Thank you.